So I'm in the process of starting my own Pokemon business, and I'm taking you along the journey as I get this going. And this is going to be video number 2 in this series. It's going to be about what should I sell. So last time we covered why. This time we're going to talk about what. First, we have sealed product. So number one, you can think of yourself as like a regular store, like a regular local game store where you sell sealed product. And this is the route that I originally wanted to go, because it just makes more sense to me. I like sealed product. The pros for sealed product is that you get brand new stuff and it's always going to be hot, right? And you have access to wholesale prices, and you're able to get that out to the public, and the hype is there, and you can just have a product. You got this, this, and this available. People just buy it, and you restock your inventory. And the price on sealed product is always going to be at market level. One pack of Shining Fates is not going to be more expensive than the next pack of Shining Fates. You're always going to have the same price across the board. Unlike sealed product, if you open the product, your pack could become worth like $1, and your pack could be worth a Charizard. So there's that little risk that you take if you do singles. We'll talk about that next. But sealed product, it just seems like the most safe way to go about this, because you can have yourself a little process that in my opinion, is simpler. You sell and buy more, you sell and buy more of the same stuff. You look for new things coming out, you sell that, right? And then you have singles, which a lot of people do this nowadays. A lot of eBay selling, a lot of Facebook Marketplace, even Amazon, and like OfferUp, Lego, Mercari, things like that, where you can be less of a formal business and just more like it's a lot more flip game comes into this when you're selling singles. I think it fluctuates a lot more, your pricing and your business model, because you can buy cards that are worth $1, flip them for like $5, $10, and find steals, and like create that market for yourself. You can create the margins, right? Unlike sealed product, where if you have a certain set, then you know what it's worth. This is what people are paying for right now. But with singles, there are so many different cards. A special set like Champions Path, you get like 70 to 80 cards, and then you have Vivid Voltage that has around 200 cards. So you're gonna have to learn all the cards in the sets, and you have to study. And you actually have to do some homework, and then you can go sets and sets back, and you have to learn all the good cards that people are willing to pay for, and you got to follow trends, and you also have to find gems too that you can buy low and sell high. And then and you can also even add grading into that, which I'm not going to get into because I don't do grading. I haven't graded one card yet. It's just not something that I'm into. In the future, yeah, probably for my collection, but I'm not really focused on building like a big collection right now. I'm trying to focus on building a business. It's just not something that I want to do, because just the wait time and whatnot, and all that. But I like to have products in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm not really the type that will wait like months and months right now, especially with PSA and all that, like 6 month backlog, or the delay. It's just, I don't know. And if I did use a grading service, I would want to do the bulk where it's $10 a card. I'm not buying like Charizards all the time and flipping those, right? It's just not, I'm not into that part. That's just not, doesn't pique my interest. So like in any business, you want to be able to focus and specialize in a certain thing. You don't want to try everything all at once, especially if you're brand new. And this comes to any business, you're not going to sell pizza, burgers, and fries, and like Chinese food all in one restaurant, right? It just doesn't make sense. It's possible. You could be one of the few people to do it, but if you take any advice from like successful business people, you want to start with one product first. And I'm kind of in that e-commerce field too, so I know that you can't succeed with one simple product, like selling like a clothespin, right? And that's the only product you need in your store. So for me, originally I wanted to focus on sealed product. The con for that right now is that so many people are trying to do the same. So many new stores are coming up. Pokemon does not require you to have a brick and mortar business to be able to buy their cards. I believe Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic require you to have a physical location, like an actual store, to be able to buy their product. I could be wrong. This is just what I heard. But Pokemon does not require that, so anybody can get into it. You just need your business, and you just need all your tax information, and you know, the legal stuff. And I'll go over that in another video. But yeah, it's not that hard to get into. The only problem with that is so many people are in it, and distribution centers can only distribute so much product to people. Like with Shining Fates coming up in a month from now, um, allocation percentages are like less than 10%. So if you don't know what that means, I can ask for 1,000 products from Shining Fates. They'll only give me like 100, you know, like 100 items or less. In some cases, I've even heard 1%. So if I ask for 100 items and they only give me one, like if I ask for 100 ETBs and they give me one ETB, right? It's not really ideal for a beginner. And even one of my friends who does this already, he said he can't get any Pokemon at all, and he's brand new also. He can't get any Pokemon from the distributors that he normally works with, which is a handful in the USA, and it's just like it's difficult to get in right now because it's just so hyped, and it's just a lot of people getting in at the same time. So that's the issue that I'm running into with sealed product too. It's hard breaking in to actually get the product, and that's where you can have pros when it comes to singles. There will always be singles in the market because Pokemon's been around for so long, 20 plus years now. And if you do Japanese cards, you can go like 5 years back, so like 25 years. Hence the 25th anniversary coming up in 2021 this year. Yeah, you can find singles anywhere. You can find singles at your local game store, and there will always be more available. What it seems like, no one buys out all the singles because no one wants all the same card. So you know, everybody always wants sealed product. Everybody always wants sealed product, but when it comes to singles, you have to find the right buyers. Unless it's a wildly popular card like Charizard, Pikachu, Rayquaza, Lugia, and nowadays, currently, full art trainer cards, the waifus. Yes, those are jumping up in price, like going up to $100-$200 now for like the Lily and the Marnies and stuff. But yeah, that's the pros and cons for sealed and singles. And then you also have other, where I'm talking about, like, you can see here, I got some products here, like the deck boxes, sleeves. You can sell sleeves. You can sell things that are not Pokemon cards, but are directly associated. So you can sell accessories and things like that, plushies or things that deal with the card game, play mats, even protective cases. I know there's a lot of demand right now for display cases for ETBs and booster boxes. Why is that escaping my mind? Booster boxes, because it's so easy to destroy a booster box. If you look at this here, I have a Crimson Invasion. You can see it's getting kind of squished on the side. That wrap job was not good to begin with, but you can see here, if I'm the type of person that wants my my booster box to be in pristine condition, this one is not, because you can see the creases have been pushed in, the little connections here, I forgot what they're called, they've been pushed in, so it's not a perfect booster box anymore. Just from shipping, like that's what's gonna happen. It's not gonna be a perfect product anymore. So having a case, those acrylic cases for this, would be awesome. Now, would you be willing to spend $20 to $35 on a case? That really depends on the individual, but I feel like that's the normal price. But that's kind of off topic. That's something people might be willing to pay for, and I've seen people pay for it. Some people have been using those cereal containers, which I think looks horrible, and it's just not not ideal to protect your cards. It's just, in my opinion, it's a terrible idea. Go ahead and, like, I think you should go buy a real display case, but you know, to each their own. Yeah, so that's how I see it. You got 3 different categories that you can go into and specialize, and then once I grow bigger, I can start doing all 3, or one at a time, or add one at a time. But the sealed game is getting kind of difficult, because I can't even get any product right now too, just from talking to a few distributors. It's hard for a newbie like myself, unless I throw like, thousands and thousands at them. Like, they give them a deal they can't, give them a deal they can't refuse. But I don't have that kind of money because I'm brand new, and I don't have that kind of money just to throw at cards right now. So singles might have to be the way to go. I mean, it's not too difficult. You can even watch a bunch of YouTubers that will teach you how to do this stuff, and it really just takes research and time to look. And it doesn't have to take a lot of time either, but you do have to do some research. You do have to be more knowledgeable, it seems like, than the regular hobbyist. So that's how you're going to be able to find better prices and be able to sell and make a profit. And I've been finding out that with the starting a Pokemon business or any hobby business, you're gonna have to separate your love for the hobby and the business side. So do I want to keep all my singles? Like, if I pull a Charizard, am I gonna have a hard time selling it? And that's something else that I've been running into also. I'm accepting the fact that I should be able to sell all my good cards right now, like all the ultra rares, Vs, V Maxes, and secrets and whatnot. I don't really care about creating master sets. I don't really care about having the best cards. I think my biggest thing is probably just to have a good, well-running business, and one that is that can turn into something, and a good YouTube channel. Content creation is probably more important to me than keeping a collection, even though I love collections too. If you watch my other videos, I show you what I'm collecting, and it's just a few Pokemon. I don't want to collect all the different types of Pokemon. I just collect Magmars, Kadabras, and Kakunas, which is pretty weird, but that's all I'm going to collect for now, right? And I'm going to focus on trying to get money churning. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's like Naruto symbol. But what I was trying to do is like create a revolving thing where I buy cards and make money and buy cards, instead of just trying to keep it all to myself. And I feel like that's the wrong mindset to have. If you're gonna go into business, you got to be able to let go of the good product, because that's what other people want too. So yeah, this is what should I sell for the Pokemon business. I think ultimately I want to do sealed product, but if that's difficult, I'm gonna have to focus on singles and even other stuff. Like, I have a connection with some manufacturers in China that I can make acrylic cases for, and I've been thinking about it. I've been in communication, but it's just shipping is like 1/3 of the cost right now, just because of the whole climate of the world. Just because of the whole like pandemic and stuff. So it's a little difficult. So I'm still trying to decide. If you want to help me, if you want to tell me which one you would like, or what you would be willing to invest your time into, sealed, singles, or other stuff, miscellaneous, let me know in the comments. If you found any information helpful in this video, then go ahead and like my video too, because it does help me get my videos shown to more people. And I know a lot of people are getting into the Pokemon business and might want to hear some of this stuff too. So thanks for watching, and yeah, part 3 will be coming out soon. Thanks.